Oh, hello there. It's me, Goblin Welder. I have further adjusted my microphone levels. We're going to see if that causes any kind of detriment. We're continuing to tinker. We're continuing to learn. That's the important thing here. Let us continue on with our Pokemon journey. Last episode, we lost Kite Man, and we picked up Arnold Wesker, aka the Ventriloquist. Maybe one day we'll pick up his dummy, Scarface. We are continuing our grind on our newest additions. We of course have Bane. Bane is who I'm hoping is going to carry the team, which is a curse in and of itself. The last time I said I hope this Pokemon carries the team, it was our Nidoqueen, Beth Phoenix, in our first attempt. Didn't end well for Beth if it's not obvious. I suppose I could talk a little bit more about myself while we're doing all this grinding. I am a stay-at-home dad. My child is on the autism spectrum. He has a couple of different therapies that basically require me to be a stay-at-home dad if we're going to manage to get him to all of his appointments most of the time. My wife takes him when she can, obviously. But given that she is active duty military right now, kind of rough to work around that sometimes. And anyone who says the military will help you, no, the military's been giving us the runaround with getting him a form of therapy called ABA therapy. Something that he needs. It's supposed to help him have better coping mechanisms and ways of dealing with his emotions. But for the life of us, we can't get it. We add in the fact that the dependent ID is expired, and you have to take care of that in person, and it has to be scheduled. And the last time I scheduled it, my wife was working, so I couldn't go get it because schools were virtual. One of the wrestling channels I follow calls this the ongoing global bastard, and it really is. Such an inconvenience, and not just for people like Opal or I who like to go to Walmart at midnight when there's nobody there and we can do our shopping in peace and not have to worry, but just trying to take care of shit that you need to take care of. Miserable. We're gonna move that. Swap out. I just want to be able to have my friends come over. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe that's why nobody wants to play Warhammer, but never know. Never know. Hoping the further adjustments to my microphone make this a little bit better. I'm actually monitoring it a lot more closely, if you can't tell by how my eyes and my gaze keep shifting my Streamlabs, and this seems a lot better, but I'm not going to know if it's working out very well until I finish the recording and go back and listen through. It's entirely possible it's just cutting off the first few second or two of my words, and that'd be miserable. That was an issue we had during the alpha test, we'll call it, during the first Nuzlocke run, when I first got this microphone. Nothing else. I definitely have the noise gates figured out to the point of it not picking up my button presses, which is fucking phenomenal to me. That was among the things that just really bothered me. Nobody wants to let your buttons click. They're not satisfying clicks. It's the cheapest 360 USB controller you could find on Amazon. It doesn't sound satisfying. Like a Cherry MX red switch. I will say this pre-Brock grind, based on how the first attempt went, is the worst. It is the slowest. It is the most nerve-wracking, depending on what Pokemon you get, because you don't have an easy way to deal with them. I feel like once we get through there, we'll be fine. Despite the type disadvantage, and I'll regret saying this because I regretted saying this in the first attempt, I'm not too worried about Misty. Oh, that ended so poorly. Maybe I'll intercut that battle into this recording. I don't know. We'll see. Or I'll snip it out and I'll upload it by itself, like link it in the description or something. Be one of those YouTubers. Oh, look at more of my content, guys. I will continue to push to comment down below. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe or anything, but if shit sucks or there's something you want me to talk about, like, tell me it sucks. I will love you the way the Miz loves his haters. I hope to handle Twitch too, unless you are overtly racist or sexist or some other kind of ist. I'm gonna tell Opal or whoever happens to be modding at the time, hey, let him be. Let him shit talk me. I don't give a fuck. He's the one giving me this view. I was honestly like, the biggest thing with me kind of resisting the urge to do this kind of thing was I was honestly very afraid of the hate and dealing with people telling me, oops, sorry about that, telling me that I am just hot garbage. Why am I bothering? This is shit. You're shit. Everything is shit. Because I tell myself that every day. Maybe I just got old enough to where I'm starting to reach that phase of not actually giving a fuck, as opposed to being like, oh, I don't really give a fuck, and it eating away at me. But things don't eat away at me as much as they used to, as far as strangers on the internet or in real life. Now the only things that actually eat away at me are the opinions of the people that matter, which is how it should be. Fucked up by Pidgey. Dane needs some protein, y'all. We're dead to crit. I'm hoping to at least enter Viridian Forest in this episode. That's our goal for this episode. As previously stated, if the 30-minute episodes aren't working for you, comment down below. Tell me what you prefer to see, what you prefer to have, and I will endeavor to change that after episode 5. Because as I said, I'm batch recording these. I'm trying to be professional and ahead of the curve. Which obviously the downside to that is I can't make changes happening immediately. Otherwise, I will be struggling to try to get this done while dealing with a kid in the background, and that's not fun. He's currently in physical school again, which, thank God. I am not a teacher, and he was definitely not doing well in the virtual setting. And how much of that is his particular learning style or the school's implementation of it, I'm unsure. I know that there are several other parents that I've seen online and in news reports and expressing their concerns in general that the virtual learning really is just not working. And I'm sure virtual learning would work for a large number of students. It probably is. But there are kids that really just need that in-person interaction with the teacher and being in a classroom, kind of the same way that the average human being goes to their job. It's a different mindset. When you're at home, you're fucking vegging out, man. You're not thinking about doing your math or anything. Why I didn't do well in school. I refused to do homework. Fuck that. I did work at school. Why do I need to do more at home? Fuck you. Even as an adult now, I look at my kid and I'm like, I don't want to tell you to do your homework because it's bullshit, dude. But I'm a parent, so I can't say that. We're gonna get Bane up to 8, and then we're gonna work on Arnold. See how that goes. Because I can't go one episode without talking about Warhammer, because I really do miss it. I have been working on painting up an army for the Night Lords Chaos Space Marine chapter, also for a different subsection of playing the game called Warhammer 30K. I've had the models for a long time. I figured out a pretty quick, easy way to get them painted, because it's something that I've been putting off because it's not something I was really confident in my ability to do. Maybe once I get that done, I'll post pictures of that one episode. They're gonna be like this cool metallic blue, and some of them might have like these blood effects on them. We'll see what happens. I'm excited mostly to get it done because barring shipping delays, which no doubt will happen, so I am not very hopeful that I will get this Kickstarter. I have a Kickstarter that should be coming in November at the end of this year for Darkest Dungeon, which is probably one of my more favorite modern-ish games, recent-ish games. I'm often behind the times. And I love board games, man. I love miniatures, so that's up my alley. 3 things I enjoy: one of my favorite video games, one of my favorite pastimes, miniatures, and one of my favorite group activities in board games. I'm gonna get Arnold up to level 8, and then we'll enter Viridian Forest. Hopefully catch a Weedle. Really, really want a Weedle game. Give me a Weedle. It's gonna give me a Pikachu or a Kakuna. Kakuna I can work with, but it's a pain. I'm gonna tail whip here. Oh. Alright, we're gonna hope we fight through this lowered accuracy. We do. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Did a bit more damage than we did normally. 7. We're dead to crit. Fuck it! Fuck. Oh. 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 Get out. Get out. We can't lose 2 Pokemon before Brock. My ego will not allow it. Oh. I go heal. Run away. Cowards we are. So what is up with this? This is clearly a road, right? It just leads to a ledge. That's not how roads work. There's clearly a worn pathway. Were people just climbing the ledge? Am I just too dumb to know how to climb a ledge? Foiled by the waist-high fence again. Goblin, why are you wearing arm warmers? Because I like them. Fuck you. I like long sleeves more than anything nowadays. Don't know why. I'm never like cold. It's not a case of being cold. You could ask my wife that. If I had it my way, the heater would almost never be turned on during the winter, except if you could actually see your breath. If I had it my way, the house would be like 55 to 60 year round. Ah, put the packet sand. I'll just swap out now. Yeah, level 5. Moving up in the world. Still ain't got shit for defense. What do we need to get to level 6? God. You gotta start pulling your weight here, Arnold. Like, you're not gonna level with your friends if I have to keep having people bail you out. Especially when we have to keep doing this long walk to the Pokemon Center, because money's low right now. We're not flush with currency the way I would like to be. Part of me kind of is worried about the dead air that intermingles between my ramblings. At least if I'm rambling, I'm constantly filling the void. But because we're doing some pre-recording now, we don't have a lot to work with, really. Just have to hope that we can get some more material to work with. I believe this is episode 4, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm keeping track of my numbers correctly. My elementary school counting skills have not deteriorated over time, which, given the past year, it's entirely possible it could have happened. I barely know what day it is. Means that the next episode that we record will be the last one that I pre-record for a little bit. Bane's got a big move now, so I'm happy about that at least. All right, Arnold, come on, man. You're not pulling your weight. Your predecessor at least pulled their weight. They died for the team. I'm wondering what I could have maybe done differently there. I suppose the smart move would have been to grind Bane up and go in with the Pokemon advantage, but I suppose realistically I should have opened. Did we open with Charmander? We did. We should have opened with Kite Man, is what we should have done. Hey. Sneaky trick. Forgot about this. I know where some of the hidden items are. Some of them are from memory of playing years and years ago. Some are from the recent playthroughs. I think we'll get him to level 8 before the end of the episode. I think our next move is Quick Attack at 12, so just purely for stat bonuses. Although once we get Quick Attack, it's on. Quick Attack has priority 1. So unless we're in a speed tie, we get to go first. Manages to survive to Lavender Town. We can pick up Swift from the poor girl who lost her Pokemon to the south of Lavender Town. Now we're getting all the low level Pokemon. Oh, Weedle, soon you will be mine. I'll use you. Great effectiveness. Once that Beedrill hits 20 and learns Twin Needle, it carried so hard. First attempt, like, so hard. Definitely gonna heal after this with our potion that we just acquired from the bush. Seven, so 2-ish battles, depending on the level of Pokemon we deal with. Arnold finally starting to pull his weight. God. Yep, we should hit level 8 before the end of this episode, so that's great. Doing good progress. This is already, despite the loss of Kite Man, surprisingly, I would say this is actually going better than our first attempt. And it's obviously going better than our second attempt, as you all saw. We're going to very infrequently talk about the second attempt because it was not great. Look at them stats. Look at that speed. Oh, quick attack at 7. I'm dumb. That's so good. We are going to heal, however, because we are a coward. I am hoping this audio is going to sound... I've put myself basically at -8 decibels. I have not peaked yet. It's good. What I want. That red line has been stressful for the past 3 episodes. Definitely not going to be able to enter Viridian Forest this episode, though. So. What do we need to get? It's to Arnold Weska. 150. So 7 battles? Thereabout? I really need to find a different overlay because I'm looking at how stretched it is and it kind of bothers me. Not as much as the red line on the microphone peaking bothered me, but it is kind of bothering me. I'm looking at it on my actual player right now. Sprites look much better. I need to maybe look into an overlay that gives me like a 4:3 aspect ratio where I can still have my face cam here. I'm sitting here trying to point like one of the YouTubers, like, comment here, click this thing. No, not how this works with this, man. We'll learn one day. We'll be an okay content creator one day, maybe. However, we might be able to squeeze in our first catch of Viridian Forest. That would be exciting. I could just go do that now, but where's the fun in that? Plugging along, guys, just plugging along. Nice crit. We did it. Got to level 8. About a minute to spare. Let's see if we can catch our Pokemon. Weedle, 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 Weedle. You know, Butterfree is technically better than Beedrill in the long run. That doesn't mean I can't be. Nice catch. What Batman doing? No, we're gonna name it just completely the wrong thing. This is probably the most recent comic book that I actually picked up that had a first appearance in it. The whole thing, that's fine. Yeah. A quick look at Killer Croc stats. Tackle and string shot, 37 XP to the next level. And we'll call it there. Yeah, we're gonna see what else we can do. So hopefully we don't suffer any more losses. We're probably gonna be grinding Killer Croc next episode. Get him caught up with the rest of the team, and then we're gonna move through Viridian Forest, getting our trainer battles in, which will decrease the amount of wild grinding. Our goal here is to have probably 2 Pokemon at level 14 and the rest in the 12 to 13 region before we actually go to take on Brock. So y'all have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, or morning, whenever you happen to be watching this. I love you all. Goodbye.